4 high schools, 7 middle schools, 1 college, and a university, and much more. Now introducing your most comprehensive weekly local sports show in Madison County, the Richmond Register Sports Show. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Here's your host for all things local sports, the Richmond Register sports editor, Nathan Hutchinson.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. My name is Nathan Hutchinson. I'm the sports editor of the Richmond Register, and we appreciate you tuning us in this week. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will have 3 members of the Madison Central football team that just won the region championship on Friday night. We'll have Edrin Sweat, Noah Shipley, and Travis Grant, and they'll be here to tell us all about a big victory over Dunbar in the region championship, and looking ahead to this Friday night to a huge matchup with perennial state power St. X up in Louisville. But as we always do, we like to start off the show with a recap of the week that was in Madison County sports, and we're going to start right there with the Class 6A Region 4 Championship. It was Dunbar at Madison Central Friday night down at Tomahawk Valley. These two teams played on August 27th in Lexington, but that was a long time ago, folks. Central won that game 34-24, but the rematch turned out to be very different. The Indians jumped out to a 28-7 halftime lead. Brady Hensley with 5 touchdowns. And it was in the Indians' second region championship in the past 4 years. And like I said, they will advance to the state semifinals to take on St. X on Friday night in Louisville. Like I said, just a tremendous effort from the sophomore running back Brady Hensley, 321 yards rushing on 28 carries. He had 237 yards and 4 touchdowns at halftime, folks. He was on fire. Edrin Sweat returned an interception for a touchdown as well. And Madison Central had 445 yards rushing, 71 yards passing. Brock Eads had 11 tackles. Aiden Pearson had 9 tackles, and Caden Ellington had 3.5 tackles for loss. It was a complete domination for the Indians as they rolled to their second region championship in the past 4 years. And here's Coach Mike Holcomb, who won a whole bunch of region championships over at Breathitt County, talking about winning his first one at Madison Central.
First year at Madison Central, you won the region title. This team only won 1 game each of the last 2 years. Let's talk about how proud you are of these kids and what they've accomplished.
I'm just so excited for them, and they just kept getting better each week, and they just competed each week and prepared. So I'm just real glad for them, and we just got to keep on plugging along. You never know what happened when you tee the ball up.
Yeah, and in the first half it was Brady just picking up yards in chunks, and you just kept giving it to him, and it was just easy.
Well, when somebody's hot like that, you just keep giving it to them. Our line blocked off a wheel, and they found some huge holes in there. And when he was getting to the second level, they were having a hard time tackling him. So we just kept running that and kept letting it roll right on.
Yeah, and you guys had some turnovers in there too, a little bit sloppy, but defense picked you up though.
Well, yeah, we hadn't done that much, but our defense just played lights out again, great. We turned it over a couple times and got away from did some things we wanted to try to do, but at the end of the day, just pounding it up in there was great for us.
Yeah, you won a lot of region titles over the year. Where's this one rank up in there?
Oh, they're all great. I love this one here, but I've loved every one of them. Like I said, winning is just so much fun, and from kids, when players go on a mission and do the things they're supposed to do and come out on top, it's just a great day.
Yeah, obviously it'll be a big challenge next week coming up to Louisville, but this time of year there are not going to be any easy ones.
No, there is no easy ones out there, and it's a playoff. It's a playoff system, and when you tee the ball up, you never know what's happening.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks, Coach, for taking some time to talk to us afterwards. And Coach Holcomb is not big on numbers. He doesn't like to get into bragging about his accomplishments. He's a very humble man, but I will let you know that is career win number 299 across 34 years of coaching for Mike Holcomb mostly at Breathitt County, but in his first year at Madison Central. So that means if the Indians can upset St. Xavier on Friday night, that will be career win number 300 for Coach Holcomb. But I'm sure that is of no interest to him. He wants to get his team back to get to the state championship for the first time. So as well. But also after the game, I got a chance to talk to the man of the hour, Brady Hensley, along with Cooper Mullins, about the big win over Dunbar.
We're back here at Tomahawk Valley with region champ Madison Central Indians, Brady Hensley, Cooper Mullins. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Well, Brady, let me ask you this. 3 years ago when they won the region championship, you were still in middle school. Were you here that night?
I was here that night. I was sitting right up there watching.
You stormed the field afterwards with all the rest of us?
I did, yeah.
Did you ever think you'd be in this position?
I did not, but hey, I'm blessed to be here. Blessed to be here.
Cooper, were you on that team?
I was on the team. I hugged all these guys when they ran on the field. Great, we got to do it again tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, Brady, you got going there, and it was like a hot knife through butter. You had over 300 yards in the first half, 4 touchdowns in the first half. The line block great for you, kind of had the...
Oh, they were killing it. I was not getting touched until I was way down the field.
Yeah.
So they did great.
Yeah, and you guys did defensively put him in some bad situations there, and Edwin had the big INT for a TD.
He did.
No, he's a big part of our defense. Our defensive line does a lot of things for us. Like we saw tonight, they dominated the line of scrimmage, and, see how it turns out.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to believe it's one win a year ago, Cooper, but now you're region champs heading up to Louisville for the Final Four. And what are your thoughts?
Yep. Those last 2 years were really hard. We got this new coaching staff coming in, and they really did some great things for us. We fell under their wing, and it pays off. It's all night.
They've done great.
Yeah, Brady had 4 touchdowns against them the first time you played them.
Yes, sir, I did. Yeah.
That was kind of your breakout game. People kind of realized, what you could do, and so what was the game plan tonight coming in?
All credit goes to those guys up front. Hey, if they block, we go. That's what happened tonight.
Yeah, all right. You guys decide to go to Louisville next week?
Oh, yeah.
Practice,
Yes, sir.
excited to practice on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
All right, congratulations. See you on Friday.
Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. And like I said, here in just a minute, we will have Edgerrin Sweat, Noah Shipley, and Travis Grant to talk to us about the win. And we might even have a little dancing on the set here, so just stay tuned for that. You never know what you're going to get on the Richmond Register Sports Show. So once again, though, it'll be Madison Central at St. Xavier, 7 o'clock Friday night up in Louisville. Big, huge game. The winner goes on to the Class 6A championship at Kroger Field in a couple of weeks. And the other state semifinal is also in Louisville that night, where number 1 male takes on Trinity. So 3 Louisville schools and Madison Central in the Final Four. So, well, as exciting as the win was Friday night for the Indians, we had an even more exciting game on Saturday afternoon at Roy Kidd Stadium. EKU came into the regular season finale with a 6-4 record, knowing they needed to win a win over Jacksonville State to have any chance of getting an at-large bid to the FCS playoffs. It was it was a crazy game, folks. EKU got the game-tying touchdown with 2 seconds left and ended up picking up a ridiculously exciting and fun 39-31 double overtime win over the longtime rivals from Jacksonville State. It was Parker McKinney with 5 touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing. Braden Sloan had the game-tying touchdown with 2 seconds left. When we got into overtime, it was craziness. Jacksonville State scored pretty quickly in the first overtime. Dakota Allen caught a touchdown pass from McKinney when EKU got the ball in the first overtime. In the second overtime, McKinney hit Jaden Smith on a touchdown pass and hit Allen on the 2-point conversion. And then EKU came up with a 4th down stop to hold Jacksonville out of the end zone on the final possession and to pick up a just crazy victory. It was unfortunately a game that was marred by an injury. EKU senior Matt Wilcox, a receiver, had to be taken off the field and the stretcher and had his neck in a brace and all that stuff like that. So it was kind of a bittersweet moment for EKU, but definitely a fun way to end the regular season. And afterwards, EKU coach Walt Wells gave us a quick update on Matt Wilcox and then talked about the win.
What a great win. What a great win for our university, for our players, for our coaches. The resiliency they saw, unbelievable. Quick update on Matt Wilcox before we get rolling here. Matt's got movement and feeling in all extremities. Had some issues that they needed to neurologically take care of and look at, and I know from the last report I got, he's doing well. He was on FaceTime with us in the locker room. He had his neck brace on still. His family's there with him. Our trainers are on the way over there right now. But we gave him the game ball, and what a great young man. What a scary situation. You don't know how you react. I mean, you think you're going to be tough. I'm taught to be tough, but it's hard to sit there and see that and know that's somebody's son. But we're thankful for the good Lord above that everything seems to be okay. Sorry about that, but so we're proud of Matt. And I'm really proud of, and I want to say this: Kristen Peterson and Kay, our 2 athletic trainers. What a fantastic job they did out there. with Matt and how they handled the situation, and just, you know, shows the professionalism that they both have, and they're brand new to us this year, and we're blessed to have them, and I really appreciate that. I know Matt will say the same thing. But anyway, back to the game. You know, what a great victory. You know, I think we could have done some things a lot better, obviously, in the second half, offensively, at times defensively. But, you know, you got to, we tell them all the time, don't look at the scoreboard, and they're the ones that didn't do it. I mean, they didn't look at that scoreboard at all. They kept fighting, and, you know, got that thing into overtime and looked dreary. And
all right, well, on Sunday afternoon, the FCS playoff field was announced, and unfortunately, EKU did not get an at-large bid to the playoffs. Still, the EKU finishes the season 7-4, and largest one-year improvement in program history, going from 3 wins last year to 7 wins this year. So, still a great season for the Colonels. And after the game, Kyle Bailey, the senior linebacker, talked about the win and the season.
Where do you really think the turning point in the game was?
I think that the biggest turning point in the game was when we went down there and we scored the first time. I think seeing 22 seconds on the clock and we're about to get the ball, and offense may have not been the best throughout the season, struggle sometimes here in the game. I mean, that's just no situation that any offense wants to be in. And just to see them boys go out there and give it their all and never give up once. I mean, they scored, I think, with 2 seconds left on the game. It ignites a fire, especially in your heart. Like, I never quit for these guys because they'll never quit on me.
Same question we talked to Coach about after Matt went down. Obviously, it's you know, changes the mood a little bit in the game. So what did you guys as the leaders, players, do to help the guys get ready to get back out to perform?
I think the biggest thing that you have to do, especially in situations like that, because I mean, a lot of these guys are young, and that's probably the first time they've ever seen someone get off on a stretcher. So that can deter you from wanting to play this physical sport. And I think the biggest thing that you tell them is that, hey, like, that brother went out there and put it all on the line for us. So when it's your time, you're going to do the same thing. And that's just how it is. No one plans to get hurt. No one wants to get injured. But if I'm going to get injured, I'm going to do it going full speed for my teammates.
And what's it feel like to win the Opportunity Bowl?
Man, it feels great. Especially just how much they talked about this last year and how much it meant to them, with it being during the pandemic and everything, and them bringing it back. I think that was a great idea, and I think that it just made it more meaningful. You don't always feel like you're playing for something, but especially here, you always feel like you're playing for something, especially on the Opportunity Bowl. It's just something on the line.
Thanks, Kyle, and also thanks to Cherish Simpson of the Eastern Progress for getting us those videos. I wasn't able to make the press conference after the game, so thanks to her for sending us those as well. So great season for the Colonels, finished 7-4, but they were one of the last 3 teams out of the FCS playoffs, so they were in contention, but they did not get in. 2 teams from the AQ7, the league EKU is in this year, did get in. Sam Houston State is the #1 overall seed, and Stephen F. Austin also got an at-large bid with an 8-3 record. So EKU men's basketball, two games at McBrayer Arena last week, and kind of a couple of unusual games, I guess you'd say. The Colonels lost 79-78 to a really good James Madison team on Tuesday and bounced back on Saturday to pick up a 77-64 win over Albany on Saturday evening. And in the loss to James Madison, which was the Colonels' first of the season, EKU had a 10-point lead. James Madison got a put back with 6 seconds left to take the lead. It was Jansen Williams with 21 points and 5 rebounds, Kurt Lewis with 15 points, Devontae Blatton with 14 points and 9 rebounds, and the Colonels hit 13 threes in that game. Now against Albany, it was really a much different team than we're used to seeing. We're talking about the most exciting 40 minutes in sports, but EKU ran out to a 23-10 lead, but the point guard Braxton Beverly left the game with an injury, and EKU got in some serious foul trouble, so the Colonels ended up playing a lot of zone in the second half, and really was kind of an unusual game. EKU actually out-rebounded an opponent for the first time this season, but then actually had more turnovers than opponent for the first time this season as well. But in the end, it all came down to a 77-64 win, and here's Coach A.W. Hamilton talking about a strange but still good win.
Tonight, it wasn't the prettiest win, but it's a win, and we gutted it out. We played the second half. We went to our 2-3 zone. We were in foul trouble in the first half. They did a good job driving us. We did a bad job of reaching. and put a lot of pressure on Reek, and we put a lot of pressure on Jansen. But this is a good win. They came in 0-3. They're beating somebody. They played way too hard not to win a bunch of games this year. They're a scrappy group. They play hard. They're well coached, and I'm excited that we were able to pull this win out.
All right, well, the Colonels hit a season-low 9 3-pointers in that game, and just never really could. They did eventually pull away from the Great Danes there at the end, but just kind of an unusual game. But here's Michael Marino and Jamaro Brown talking about a win, even if it was a little bit unusual.
Guys, I know their record was 0-3 on the season, but they're a pretty good team, and they definitely came out and gave you a good battle.
Yeah, man, that was definitely a great team. We came out, tried to, do what we needed to do on the scout report tip, but that's a pretty good team. They came out, they did the press that we were trying to figure it out, but we figured it out, and we got the job done. So.
Yeah, I think they came out and competed really well. I feel like a team's record this early in the season doesn't always describe how good and bad they are. Just depends on who they play. But they came out and competed, especially in the road, and it's a long road trip for them. So I think they competed really well. We just came out and tried to do us.
Yeah, you guys are kind of early in the season established a nice rotation. And when Braxton goes out, that rotation kind of gets thrown into a little chaos there, so you had to kind of readjust, I guess.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we're pushing in the locker room is the next man up philosophy, because we got an older team than we've had in the past, so we got to have guys who are ready to step in. Whether it's for 4 minutes like Wardy and Deshaun Jackson came in and played big minutes, but it was only the stat just said 4.5 minutes. But that was huge for them to just step in and just come out and play. So I think that's really important, is that we're pushing the next man up philosophy.
All right, we mentioned Braxton Beverly left the game. He played only 8 minutes, and afterwards, EKU coach A.W. Hamilton gave us a little more information about Braxton.
So Braxton's been dealing with a back injury for a while, and he's gutted it out, and he's played to this point. He tweaked it again yesterday, and there was no way to really play him today. He begged to play. He wanted to go out there. I let him do it. I probably shouldn't have let him do it. He's a tough kid, and that's what he's been dealing with. And I'm proud of what he's brought to our program, the toughness. But hopefully we get this figured out. It may take us some time, though.
Okay. And obviously that kind of changes up your rotation there, and kind of probably in the foul trouble, obviously too, is probably why you went to the zone in the second half there.
We did, and we couldn't really afford to get into much more foul trouble. We needed Shad to play a lot of those minutes in the second half, and I thought Jamal did a really good job, versus a 1-2-2, press. I thought he handled the press pretty well, and now we got to kind of figure out going forward, maybe these next few games, we got to play, Shad, and then we kind of play that point guard position by committee. We might put anybody there. We might put Kurt there. We might put Tay there, Cooper, Jamaro, who knows.
EKU will be back in action tomorrow, Monday night, at home against former OVC rival Eastern Illinois, a 7:30 game over there, and we'll see if Braxton Beverly is in the lineup or not for the Colonels. Sounds like he may not be. Sounds like they may want to rest him for a while and get him back heading into the new year when conference play opens. EKU women's basketball team played just one game last week. They were up at Evansville on Wednesday and had a tough shooting night, shot only 30% from the field. And they were also 5 of 23 from three-point range and suffered a 67-57 loss to the Purple Aces. It was Jayla Johnson, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Kyra Freeman, 11 points. Ariel Kirkwood, 9 points and 10 rebounds. And Bridget Fox, 8 points and 5 rebounds. The Colonels fall to 1-2 on the season and they'll also be back home on Monday tomorrow, 5 o'clock at home in Berea Arena against Union College. The Berea College women picked up 3 wins last week to move to 5-0 on the season and 2-0 in the USA South. On Tuesday, they picked up a 70-66 win on the road over Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. Saturday, it was a 72-65 win at home over LaGrange. And on Sunday, it was a 56-46 win over Huntington at home. Both those the games against LaGrange and Huntington are USA South games, so they open up the conference season with 2 consecutive wins. In the game against CU Harrodsburg, it was Leah Parker, 22 points, Leah Hampton, 17 points and 6 rebounds, Destiny Combs with 12 points as well. In the game against LaGrange on Saturday, The Lady Mountaineers missed 21 free throws. They were 15 of 36 from the free throw line, but still managed to pick up a victory. It was Leah Hampton, 19.6 rebounds, Bailey Vanover, 14 points, and Destiny Combs with 12 points. And on Sunday afternoon against Huntington, it was Destiny Combs with 15 points, Leah Hampton with 12 points, and Bailey Vanover with 11 points. They'll be back in action Tuesday at home in an afternoon game, 3 o'clock against Sewanee. The Berea College men's basketball team suffered a loss at home Saturday to Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. It's easier said than it looks on paper. But CU Harrodsburg, it was 94-82. It was Isaac Caudill with 18 points and 9 rebounds. Kavion Hudson with 16 points. Quay Charlton with 15 points. And Trey Mentor with 15 points as well. Campbellsville University Harrodsburg had 68 points in the paint and out-rebounded Berea 48-33. And the Mountaineers were 12 of 32 from three-point range. Berea will be back at home also on Tuesday at the Seabury Center against Boyce College. Also, in some news from Saturday, cheerleading and dance, some great things to report. As far as high school cheerleading, Madison Central won the Region 6 title in the small varsity all-girls division on Saturday down in Somerset, and Madison Southern won the Region 6 title in the game day division on Saturday down in Somerset. Now, on Saturday in Winchester, the dance teams from Central and Southern competed. Madison Southern won the Region 3 championship in the hip-hop category, and Madison Central was the Region 3 runner-up in both the jazz and game day categories. So all kinds of good stuff to report there. So like we said, here in a minute we'll have some folks with us from the Madison Central football team, and we'll be definitely going up to Louisville Friday to watch them and root them on. And one more win, and it's Kroger Field and playing for a state championship. And, of course, these guys know that won't be easy. St. Xavier is one of the most storied football programs in the state. So we'll be right back to talk some football with the region champion Madison Central Indians.
Do you want to sponsor the weekly Richmond Register Sports Show? Contact the Richmond Register, richmondregister.com, and of course on Facebook or Twitter. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.
I'm here with the Madison Central defensive line for the Pancake of the Week. I'm here with Kyler Jackson, Ezra Sweat, and Kaden Ellington, presenting them with the trophy. 3 pancakes for a year for all 3 of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And then a gift cards for friends and family.
Ooh, okay.
We appreciate the hard work, and let's go get Dunbar.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by KYmedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms.
All right, welcome back. We are joined by 2 members of the Madison Central Region Championship team. How's that sound, guys?
It's wonderful. It's amazing.
Ezra Sweat, Noah Shipley. Guys, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Just talk about the emotions of Friday night, man. I mean, obviously, Ezra, a team you guys had played before, beaten before, but that was a long time ago. So kind of what was the preparation like going in for the rematch?
No, we was ready to go out there and just play again. You know, we beat them first time, but yeah, we didn't want that to like make us play a little soft. So we just came out and just hit them in their face.
Yeah, can't be overconfident right now.
No.
Yeah. Going into Bryan Station, we had that mindset that we got to go out there first and punch them in the mouth. I think the same thing applied because we realized that we were in the same spot as Bryan Station coming into this game, and we realized we couldn't have a repeat of them. We had to be our own team and just kind of do our own thing.
Yeah, I think Brady scored the second touchdown, and I think it was Hagan was down there going, "That's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy." I mean, the running game was just great. No, that was. And of course, it's been the main part of you guys' offense for most of the second part of the season has been the running attack.
Yeah, for sure. I think the best thing, too, is when you have our guards, especially when we're pulling our guards a lot, too, and we've got them getting out on the field, and they're going out picking up all the little guys. There's a little extra push that we need on the edge.
Yeah,
it's been helping out.
I asked Evan Dexter last week, I'll ask you the same thing. When you block for a kid as tough as Brady, who is as hard to bring down as he is, that must be kind of fun because he never gets taken down on first contact.
Oh, no, not at all. So.
Yeah, he's not a big guy, but he's definitely strong.
Oh, yeah. He's been working. You could tell from because where he went to college and everything. Of course, his dad's been helping him because he's been coach over there and everything. He's got every day that person that pushes him to be better every day, even at home now. So it's like you can see that he's improved from 6th grade to now, and he's a beast.
Yeah. Well, Adrian, you guys pretty much had the game in hand, and then you saw that pass floating up there in your area. So kind of walk us through that play when you came up with the interception and took it to the house.
Honestly, I'm glad I caught it. No, we've been playing on screen pretty well all year. I wanted to get one. Everybody has one except me, so I had to go get one. Because they have months outdo me.
And yeah, you guys on defense, you guys are a mean, nasty defense, man. You guys like to hit people. You guys, you come in there and play the Indians, you're going to get whacked pretty good.
We're the oldest group on the field. But most of us are all seniors. Outside of Ryland, he's a sophomore, so he's wanting to make our mark every game.
Yeah, and you guys obviously lost a big piece with Kenyatta going out earlier, but you just made some adjustments and keep on right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, Noah, let's talk a little more about that offensive line. You guys are a unit that's brand new. Kind of, there's 2 sophomores on that unit who've never played before. You mostly a defensive guy for most of your career. So let's talk more about you in particular taking over as center. Kind of what's that like? And have you ever done that before in youth league or anything?
No, I actually, of course, I started playing only in 7th grade. I came in later, but I played. Of course, they took the bigger guys on. Of course, in middle school football, they put them usually on line. So I started playing, I think, guard. And then from there after that, I kind of mainly just started playing defensive end. Of course, I played 2 years in high school defensive end. And then when I found out this year that they wanted me to play center, I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I've never snapped the ball. I'm used to attacking. And now they're having me, instead of being on the balls of my feet 24/7 now, I had to kind of be more on my heels now. And I had to go in there and kind of just drive people instead of trying to get around every block. And for me, I think the only difficult part about it was having to also remember I have to keep count of everybody now. I have to let the entire line know what exactly we're going to do, whether it's a pass or a run. I have to call out everything in every little key detail. Our guards and tackles, they see what's in front of them. I have to be their kind of peripherals for everybody on the front line. I have to tell them, hey, there's someone walking up on the edge, or hey, this backer's coming in. I got to let everyone know. And for that, this year, it's been fun, but at the same time, I have to keep a mindset at all times that if any second that something goes wrong, it comes mainly back on me, and then I have to take up for. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I have to take up for everyone's actions, and I kind of have to be that leader that they don't really see all the time.
Yeah, you've done a good job, man. You had one bad snap Friday night, but other than that, I was trying to think. I haven't seen too many other ones all year. You've been pretty good.
I think playing center too has also taught me a valuable lesson that you can be a leader off the big screen. You see all these, even in the NFL and college, most of the time you see most of these running backs and wide receivers or these defensive backs and linebackers that get all the lights and everything, and it's like being an O-line now, I see that none of this happens on offense without us, and that we kind of are the bread and butter of how these plays run.
Yeah. And it's great that Brady and Adrian and everybody always give you guys credit.
So all the time.
Who makes most of the calls back there for you guys on defense?
It's our defense. We work hard all week just to planning. So we go out there, we know what we got to do. Either slant left, slant right. So it's not that much to learn.
Okay.
Just go out there and do it.
All right. Well, looking ahead, obviously a big challenge awaits. Anytime you play any of those Louisville schools, man, especially the private schools. Obviously it's just a weekend. You haven't really had a chance to look too much ahead. But kind of what are your thoughts about going up to Louisville?
We've got to come out and practice Monday. Just. Everybody just get a little talking, just know what we got to do and just go out there and just win. What we've been doing.
Yep.
I think we got to stay humble. We can't start running our mouths. We got to keep everything inside of us, and then when we get out in the field that Friday night, we just let it talk with our pads.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess we should let our viewers know that he's the first young man to request to be on our show. So he hit me up on Twitter and said, I want to be on the show. So we love that. Anybody else that wants to be on the show, you can hit me up on Twitter. We'll be happy to have you on. But no, I appreciate that, man. It's been fun to watch you guys.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, you guys on defense are nasty, man. It's fun to watch. You have a favorite hit this year? You remember one time you remember laying somebody out pretty good, or
No, I was at pick, honestly. It was a good touchdown. My second touchdown of my career, so it was exciting. We watched it all night.
He's got the clip on his phone, just watching it over and over and over again. That guy tried to grab you, right? Was it the quarterback, I think, or somebody was because you threw it and you got it and you're trying to break away and he was like grabbing at your jersey, I think, or something.
Yeah, Kyron, he blocked the quarterback for me if I didn't make a move, so I faked inside, went back out, and I scored a touchdown.
That's what defensive guys dream of.
Had my moment.
I remember on the sideline when he did it, everyone on the sideline was just going, "The king has spoken, the king has spoken." We all got excited. And then, of course, I was just in shock. I'm sitting there like, there was no way that just happened. Everyone's running up the sweat trying, and of course, he's running around getting hyped up. Yeah. I'm just sitting there going, I was like, that right there is just amazing. I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there frozen. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, last week we offered the guys a chance to do the Coach Blair dance, and they all declined. Would any of you guys want to do the dance for us?
I'll hit it.
You want to do it? We move we can move this up.
Yeah. Hey, let the mic on. Yeah.
Right here, we'll just move the table up. We'll do it right here in front of the green screen. Yeah. Jeffrey and Kyron wouldn't do it last week, so.
Yeah, show us how it's done.
So I'd say, just right there, man.
You like Blair?
Yeah. There you go. Dude, you want to try it, Noah?
No, I can't.
No, you can't do it.
I can't dance.
Great. All right, well, appreciate it, man. That was awesome. We'll be right back in just a minute.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms.
Welcome back. We are joined by another member of the Madison Central Indian 2021 Region Champion Football Team, Travis Grant. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yep, good to be here.
How's that? So that's what I asked Edger and the other guys yesterday. So how's that sound to be region champs, huh?
It feels good, going from 1-10 past my freshman and sophomore year, and then being a part of this and having the coaching come along. It feels good to be rewarded with hard work. So
yeah. Well, it's like you said, back-to-back 1-win seasons. You guys were picked to finish last in this district by pretty much all the experts and everybody. So you guys have kind of, I don't want to say chip on your shoulder, but you guys have had something to prove all year. You guys obviously have exceeded those expectations by far.
Yeah, you see people on social media and Twitter and all kinds of things talking about who's going to be good and what happened last season, but we just kind of cancel all that out and play football. So
yeah. When you got a guy like Mike Holcomb who comes in, who has there are 3 state championships, almost 300 wins. Obviously, there has to be an aura around him, but he's such just a down-to-earth, humble guy. Kind of, what were your first impressions of Coach Holcomb when you met him?
I mean, from the first time I got there, he wanted to work us hard. If we did 10 reps, he wanted to do 12. He's always that guy to just push us harder. He had a goal, and he just wanted to get everyone together and be on the same page to get that goal. And we've done the district, and now we got region, so we're looking for the state now. So
yeah, I mean, kind of when did you guys kind of start to really buy into what he was saying?
I thought that we played that first game. LCO was good competition, but then Dunbar they won region the past year, and then we came to Dunbar, and we got that win there. So I think everybody kind of saw that we could do it, and we had a good team, and we had a good future ahead of us.
Yeah. Well, of course, everybody knows what Coach Holcomb did at Breathitt County. It was kind of that Hal Mummy spread it around air raid type offense.
Yeah.
But he's come here and it's shocked a lot of people that it's not been that here. But obviously, he has taken advantage of what the positives and negatives of this team and the strengths of this team. And so it's kind of mid-season, it turned into a very run-heavy offense.
Yeah. We got a really good O-line. We're underrated as that goes. And Brady Hensley's a really good running back. Hagan Harrison, he can do the option. That brings a lot of plays and opening up. And we still got guys who can receive if we need it. We got me and Jaden and Jeffrey Kinley and Ando out there. And Adrian Parks has been really good too. So I think everywhere on offense we can go to the run game or pass game if we needed to.
Yeah. I'm guessing being a receiver in a run-heavy offense is kind of boring sometimes, but I think you like the blocking part of it. You get out there and you manhandle some people.
Yeah, I like blocking. It's fun. It kind of gives you the real football. It's not soft. I like it. You get to go get after somebody.
How many times have you IHOP pancake blocking? What, 3 times?
3 times.
3 times. So how many times have you been over there to get those? Shameless plug for our sponsors here. How many times have you been over there to IHOP to get those pancakes?
I've only been once. I went before the GRC game that Friday morning before school. So, I mean, got 3 years of it. So I gave some of them away to my teammates.
Yeah. That's why I wondered if Malachi gave any away. He has 4 of them.
I don't know. I think so.
He could probably eat 4 years worth. He's a big human being.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you said you just before you came over here, we're looking at some film. So tell us a little bit about St. X. Obviously, it's a big challenge, traditional 6A power in this state. So what have you seen on the film?
I mean, they're a good team. We know that coming in. They've only lost 1 game to the #1 team in the state. So they play good football. They know how to run the ball, know how to throw it. They got good defense, but I think we got the coaching and we can do whatever it takes. And I don't think that they have anybody that we can't handle. So I think coming into that game, we're going to be prepared, and we believe in ourselves, and our coaches believe in us. So,
yeah, no, it's, like I've said before on this show, it's amazing what belief can do. And like the region championship game over there, the district championship game over there at that station, that was the first thing Coach told you guys was, "I believed in you," and belief's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, that next day on Thursday before the station game, we had "I believe" all over our locker room, and that's just our thing now. They believe in us, and they tell us that every day in practice.
Yeah, these 3 Louisville teams and you guys. So the guys are kind of the outliers, kind of the underdogs. You kind of feel like you're ready to go in there and make some noise?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little weird going from the 1-10 team to being up there with the Louisville schools, but I mean, they put their pads on the same way we do, and I think we can compete with anybody.
Yeah. I'm talking about the run-heavy offense, but they do throw it. You did get the 1 touchdown this year. Was against Oldham, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. Walk us through that.
We were up. It was late in the game, 4th quarter, and we had a play. We had been wanting to run it all year. I'd been anxious, and then I heard Coach call it, and I just knew. And Hagan got it to me on a good ball, and I just saw open grass. I had to get in there, so I was excited about that.
It was the payoff for all that hard work.
Yeah, all the blocking.
All right. Well, you don't know this, but earlier when we filmed the first segment, Edgerrin did the Coach Blair dance. Would you do the Coach Blair dance for us? Or
I mean, I could, yeah.
You want to try?
Yeah.
Want to try it? All right. We'll move this desk back, and you can do it right here. This is going to become like a segment on this show now.
No, I got to take this offer.
Just leave it. You just leave it on there. He'll pan out here, and
so you already know he goes with the backwards hat.
There you go.
Great.
All right. Well, we hope you guys are dancing again on Louisville on Friday night. So thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
And that'll be the end of this week's show. We'll wrap it up right here. But thanks for watching. Thanks to who was it? Edgerrin, Travis. Who else came by? It was Noah Shipley came by. I can't remember anymore. I'm getting too old to do this. But thanks to all you guys for coming by. Good luck to you Friday night. Like I said, we'll be back next Sunday night with another edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. And, of course, follow us on social media. Richmond R Sports on Twitter, Register Sports on Facebook, and richmondregister.com. Have a great week. See you.
Do you want to sponsor the weekly Richmond Register Sports Show? Contact the Richmond Register, richmondregister.com, and, of course, on Facebook or Twitter. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing. Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Thanks for watching the Richmond Register Sports Show. For more information about all things sports in Madison County, log on to richmondregister.com or on Twitter. And like us, Register Sports on Facebook. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.